I think I'm a beneficiary of Title IX along with the whole athletic training profession, but I think it has also impacted all medical fields involved in sports medicine, orthopedic surgeons, massage therapists, acupuncturists, and we all work together to provide care for the athletes. But again, that wasn't the case when Title IX was initiated in the 70s, but that's what it came to be by 2000. My name is Janice Daniels, and I retired from Janice Daniels Physical Therapy in 2012. When I started out, I was a physical therapist. I graduated from PT school in 1969, and my first job out of physical therapy school was at the Veterans Administration Hospital. And in a way, that was a real good precursor to athletic training, even though at the time I had never heard of outpatient physical therapy or athletic training, the field of athletic training. My future husband joined the Marines, and so I followed him. And in 1975, when he was discharged from the Marines, we came to Sacramento for him to finish his criminal justice degree at Sac State. And there were no jobs at the hospital. And so there was a physical therapy clinic and sports medicine center on J Street, and I went in there, and Lou Crowell said, "I have part-time work in nursing homes." And I said, "I'll take it." I needed to work. I was very fortunate in that Lou was my primary mentor, and he put women on his staff who were certified athletic trainers in all positions. Going out to Sac State and experiencing taping an ankle for the first time, it was all new and exciting. And Lou placed me at Sac City Junior College, and I eventually became the head trainer for men and women's sports there. So I think I had the good fortune in Northern California of being with very enlightened, certified athletic trainers. There was not a lot of gender bias in my experience. That was luck. But now, whereas that was the standard here and kind of unique, I think now that has become commonplace. And of course, we've seen women now with professional sports. Lou's physical therapy practice was unique in that he brought a sports medicine approach to the general public. So the therapeutic exercise aspect and a lot of the techniques that were used in the athletic training room now were benefiting the general public. He was the real pioneer. I've asked to do this as a pioneer woman in athletic training, but I feel like we have a lot of pioneering men as well. And I think it's important to not only be grateful to the women pioneers like Lisa Varnum and Gail Weldon, but also to the men who looked at skill and not gender. So the experience of being the first woman on the board of the NATA came about at a local meeting in Northern California. It was not a large group of people. I understand from Tom Abdenauer that process has changed now. So I was nominated and elected to be the district director for District 8. It turned out to be a fabulous experience. However, it was at my first meeting. I was very much welcomed by Otho Davis, who was our executive director, and the president of the board, Bobby Barton, and by all the men from the different districts. It was a very positive experience, a great learning experience. And then I was followed on the board by another woman in our district, Julie Max. And Julie Max went on to become the president. And then during Julie Max's tenure, a woman was selected to be the executive director of the NATA. So I would say at the administrative level, once the women got rolling, we really rolled. Gail Weldon was in charge of athlete medical services for the Los Angeles Olympics. It was a massive organizational task. So I worked volleyball. It was a volunteer position. We had a national outdoor championship in Sacramento in 1981. And there was an athletic trainer from the Los Angeles area who worked with USA Track and Field. And he watched all of us work at the Nationals, and of course Crow was the main organizer of the staff, all volunteer. And at the end of the meet he said, would you like to go to Leningrad, Russia for a dual meet between Russia and the United States? So it was something that had been going on for years. And then Gail Weldon became the manager for USA Track and Field. And so she solicited me to go to Tokyo for a triangular meet, United States, Russia, and Japan. And then we spent a week in Japan training, and then on to the World Championships in Canberra, Australia. That was a great experience. I experienced some burnout, trying to get these time frames around 2000, and I actually took a year off work. I was, I think, convincing myself that, I had it all together and I was keeping things in balance, but that was not the case, so I needed to take a year off. So one bit of advice that, I would give to folks that are still working is really take care of yourself while you're, in the thick of your profession, because, you have a whole life to live and you want to be able to enjoy your whole life, not just your working life. I think women kind of have superpowers, but you have to, again, going back to be careful with those superpowers. You don't want to fatigue yourself or burn out. I feel like the future is bright for women. I would like to take this opportunity to thank Gary Lang, Lisa Barnum, Tom Abdenauer, Zach Norton, and a big part of my career successes in athletic training are due to my wonderful husband, Ernest Daniels, and my son, Preston Daniels, who totally supported me in all my career aspirations. I'm Janice Daniels, and thank you for watching the CATA Title IX video series.